So guys, I have started facing another problem in my Suzuki Access, and the problem is guys, when I put the bike on idling, then it doesn't stay on, it turns off directly. Here I will show you guys. The moment I lower the choke, you guys can see my bike turns off. How many of you guys are facing this problem? Do let me know in the comment section below. So when I opened the back seat, then what I noticed here is there was a leakage in the air. I will put a mic close by here and I will show you guys. Just listen carefully. So to find the air leakage, what I will do is I will first take out the air filter box. And as you guys can see the state of my air filter, how dirty it is. When I took out the air filter, I saw that the air filter was rusted from the backside, as you guys can see. This rust guys, when it comes in contact with water, this makes it clear that there is a hole in my air filter box somewhere. Then I took out the entire filter box, and as I took it out, you guys can see the state of my air filter box. The entire box was opening from downside, and you guys can see how big opening is there in the box. Now I will not replace this with a new one. I will repair this one, and for that I will make use of M-Seal. So here I have bought M-Seal from local market. Now to apply M-Seal it is very easy. You will have to take out both of these things and mix both of them thoroughly. I will take both of them entirely and I will start to mix them because my hole is very big. Now how you will come to know that you have mixed properly? Once you are done mixing properly, the entire thing will turn black. As you guys can see, here I am done mixing the M-Seal. Now I will apply it on the box, wherever it opens up. Wherever my box opens up, in all those places, I will apply M-Seal and seal it off. Now my Suzuki Access was turning off because of this, or is there some other reason for that? I don't know yet guys. I will show you step by step what I have done, because of which my problem got solved. Now I will explain to you what happens when you pull the choke. When you pull the choke, it restricts too much air inside of the combustion chamber so that more petrol and less air reaches the combustion chamber, because of which the bike starts properly. Now because there is too much fuel inside the combustion chamber and less air, it can so happen that more air reaches the carburetor because of this gap which was formed in the air filter box. So let's see after fixing this if my problem gets solved. Now as you guys can see, after applying the M-Seal, my air filter box looks something like this. Wherever my box was opening, in all those spots I have applied M-Seal and sealed it off. Now I will allow it to dry for some time and tomorrow I will put it on the bike. So here one day is up and I have already fit the air filter box on my bike. Now let's start the bike and let's see if the problem is gone. Now as you guys can see, my problem is not solved yet. So the reason for this was not the air filter box. So here I started thinking what else I can do. So the next thing that I did is I took out my carburetor and I cleaned it thoroughly. Now when there is a idling issue, then what can happen is your pilot jet can get clogged. So I will take that out and I will check. I only have a idling issue guys. Rest the bike runs perfectly. I'm only facing problem with idling. So this is the pilot jet, which is the small jet. If you are facing idling issues, then see that you take this out and check once. The holes which were there on this were slightly clogged kind of. So I took it out and I cleaned it properly. And inside these holes also, I pour some petrol and flush them out, because there can be some dust inside those as well. Then I sprayed pressured air inside of all the holes inside the carburetor so that if there is any blockage, it will open up. Then I even took out the choke just to see if there is a problem with that, but this was also proper from inside. So inside of this I put the petrol and I brushed it properly. Then I flushed it with fresh petrol. So I cleaned the entire carburetor thoroughly guys. My pilot jet also, all the holes I cleaned like this thoroughly, as you guys can see. And as you guys can see now, the holes are nice and clear. Then I put back the carburetor on the bike. All the vacuum pipes I connected back, as you guys can see. Now everything looks proper, guys. Let's start the bike and let's see if the problem is resolved. So as you guys can see, my problem is still not fixed. This was really frustrating, guys. When I rotate the tuning screw, I don't get any response on that, which makes it clear that there is some leakage somewhere. Now as you guys can see, this is my fuel cock. Now inside of this there is a diaphragm. When I disconnected the pipe of this, I felt that there was some oil or petrol kind of thing at the tip, as you guys can see. So I will take this out and I will check that as well, if the diaphragm inside of the cock has a hole in it or if it is fine. This is a very unique problem, guys. For the first time I have to do so many things to fix one problem. So here I have taken out my fuel cock, and when I opened it and checked inside, what I noticed inside here was the diaphragm was okay. Nothing has happened to the diaphragm. As you guys can see, there's absolutely no problem with the diaphragm. So this is also ruled out, guys. So how many things I checked here, you guys can see that. After that, I just guessed that maybe the accelerator cable is the problem. That is the reason why it was not getting engaged properly. Thinking of that, I bought an accelerator cable. As you guys can see, I even replaced the accelerator cable, and you guys know how difficult it is to replace the accelerator cable. But after replacing this, then also my problem was not solved, guys. Then guys, again I took out the carburetor, and here I came to know what is the real problem. Now if you look inside of this tiny hole here, then you guys will notice that my air fuel mixing screw always has a needle tip in the end. Now that tip broke from the air fuel mixing screw and it stayed inside of the carburetor. Now this hole is where the air fuel mixing screw goes, and if you look inside of this, then you guys can see that the needle tip is still inside of the hole. Now to take this out, you will need sharp needles like this or anything with which you can take it out. Now this air fuel mixing screw mostly gets used during idling. Now the fuel is not reaching only here, and that is the reason why my tuning screw doesn't respond to it. But when you give the choke, it starts working. Why that happens, that also I will tell you now here. When you pull the choke, first thing that it will do is it will block some of the air, and the second thing that it will do is it will allow more petrol to go in the combustion chamber, and it will get the petrol from the float cup. So air became less and the fuel became more, which makes the air fuel mixture very rich, and that is the reason why your bike starts. When you pull the choke, this brass stick which is there inside of the float cup, through this hole it supplies more petrol in the combustion chamber. So when you pull the choke, your entire circuit is different, guys. That is the reason why my bike starts properly and stays on, but it cannot idle without the choke because this passage is blocked here. And the main reason for that is my air fuel mixture screw needle tip broke and stayed inside. Now to take it out, you will have to make use of a sharp object like this, and through this hole you can push that needle tip out. Now this can take you a lot of time, but one thing you should be careful here. While taking this out, you should not damage the carburetor. Don't make this hole big, don't deform the carburetor. Take this needle tip out in a very relaxing way and loving way. If you block this hole completely, then you will have to anyhow change the carburetor. But if this comes out properly, then your problem can be solved. And if you don't want to replace the carburetor, then you will have to ride the bike like that only, which will turn off during idling all the time. Because carburetor is very expensive, guys. You guys know that already. But if you guys are successful in taking the needle out, then what you should be doing next, that I will tell you. Now this is my tuning screw. Now on top of the tuning screw also there is a rubber o-ring. Now because I was facing this problem, I took the tuning screw in out so many times that the o-ring that was there on it cut off like this, and I was not getting the same type of o-ring here. So I put two small o-rings on my tuning screw, as you guys can see. Then guys, I was not getting the fuel mixing screw also as well. So I ordered it online, on safexbikes.com. Now guys, this is not a paid review. I have paid for this product. This has cost me 100 rupees, but more 100 rupees I had to pay as shipping charges. So total I paid around 200 rupees for this air fuel mixing screw, and I don't even know if they have sent me the correct one. So let's see what type they have sent. So here I have opened my packet, and as you guys can see, luckily they have sent the right air fuel mixing screw, and it has come with the spring and rubber o-ring and all that stuff. So now I will compare this new air fuel mixing screw with the old one which is damaged. What is broken and stayed inside the carburetor, that also I will show you now. So let's take it out from the packet first. Once I take it out, it looks something like this. As you guys can see, it has a spring on it, it has 2 rubber o-rings on it, and it has a metal washer on it. And just have a look at the tip, guys. It has a needle type tip. Now this is my old air fuel mixing screw. If you look at the tip of this, then the tip only is missing here. Now where the tip went missing? Now the tip stayed inside of the carburetor, guys, and that is the reason why I am facing this problem with my bike. So if you are successful in taking out that tip, then get a new air fuel mixing screw like this and put it inside of the carburetor. Once you put it inside, now let's start the bike and let's see what happens. So let's turn on the Suzuki Access and let's see what happens now. So here I have turned on the Suzuki Access. So first let's go near the choke, and as you guys can see, my choke is fully down. Still my bike is nicely idling. So the fault was this only. The tip stayed inside of the carburetor, which blocked the passage, and because of which it was not idling properly. So if you are facing this problem, then see that you check your carburetor. So guys, I'm hoping that this video was useful to you, and I'm hoping that you have learned a lot in this video. If you found this video useful, then see that you like the video, and if you guys have not yet subscribed to my channel, then see that you subscribe to my channel and keep that bell icon pressed so that you will not miss any of my future videos. Till then, this is RysFix signing out until we meet again.